Hello and welcome to fourth lecture in eighth chapter in our comprehensive course on AI, machine learning and data science. The name of the chapter is data manipulation with pandas. And in previous lectures, we have done a few things like sorting the data, filtering the data, group by and aggregate. Now we want to do these three things: merge, join and concatenate. Now merge and join both, they work in almost the similar manner. I mean, whatever merge can do, join can also do, and whatever join can do, merge can also do. So they are somewhat similar. Concatenate is slightly different, but as the name itself indicates that they are tools for combining data from multiple sources, and this is a critical aspect of data wrangling. In fact, many real world challenges whenever one faces, then at that time he may get 10 or even 20 or maybe 50 different CSV files or Excel sheets. Now think that if you do the data wrangling tasks one by one on each sheet, then what will happen? For each sheet you will create, you will check for nulls, you will check for duplicates and do deduplication. You will check for outliers 50 times. Then you will do check for single valued column also 50 times. Is it feasible? No. Then instead what we do, we combine all those 10 or 50 or 100 whatever Excel sheets are given to us into a single data frame. That single data frame is called master data frame. Then we do all the data wrangling tasks on that single data frame only. That is the all those null detection, duplicate detection, outlier detection, single valued column detection, and many other data wrangling tasks are there. So we do on that single master data frame. And thereafter, if required, we again split that data frame if required, or sometimes we carry on our analysis on master data frame only. So merging different merging the data sets from different sources is very important aspect, because even if there is a large organization, then the data is often distributed in various departments. For example, HR department may have employees name and demography and salary, but employees performance is held by management department, and it is possible that the sales department is handling the data related with sales, but advertising department is handling the data related with what is the amount spent on advertising on each product ID, while sales contains what is the amount of sales obtained for each product ID. But if you want to know the effect of advertising on sales, then you will have to combine the data obtained from the sales department and the advertising department. So for such combination of multiple data frames, these three tools are very useful. So pandas provide powerful tools, and you will see that they are very powerful, and we will take some example here. We start with merge. So this lecture will handle merge, next lecture will handle join, and next will handle concatenate. Okay, so let us start with merge. Now merge is used to combine two data sets based on either common columns or common indices. Join is also similar. It can also be used to merge two data frames using either common columns or common indices. Okay, and this is similar to SQL join, SQL joins. Now SQL joins are shown by this characteristic image, which is Venn diagram. See, left side is here table is written. Instead of that, if it is SQL and relational database, then we write table 1 and table 2. Here we will write df1 and df2. So suppose the left side is df1 and the right side is df2. Then the inner join is the shaded portion. That means it will contain those records which are in df1 first data frame also and second data frame also. Similarly, left join contains this shaded portion. So that means it will contain all the records which are present in the left data frame, and then from right data frame, which records will be included? Only those records which are matching with the left data frame. That means only those records from the right side data frame which are also present in left side data frame. So this is like intersection of two sets, or this much region. This region is intersection of two sets, and this is the whole together. This whole shaded portion is the left data frame. So this type of situation is we have seen in SQL, those who are coming from SQL background, and those who are not coming from SQL background, don't worry, because we are taking each example: inner join, left join, right join, and at that time I will show you this diagram, and then we will do discussion, then this diagram, and then we will do discussion, and like that. Okay, so this merge can do things like SQL joins, this kind of joining of two data frames. Suppose we have two data frames containing employee information and department budget, and then we want to merge them based on common key. So what to do at that type of case? The example is far below. So it is somewhere here. Okay, so one is employee data set and another is the department data set. Employee data set has ID, employee ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and department data set has department ID 101, 102, and so on. This is the column header. So employee ID, name, and department ID. While this is These are the column header for this another pandas data frame, department ID and budget. And these are the 4 rows in employee ID column. These are the 4 rows in the name column, and these are 4 rows in department ID column. Here there are same 4 rows, so that makes things easier, because every time it may not be like that, but here at least whatever department IDs are there in first data frame, same department IDs are there in second data frame. However, this is a totally new column which is not present in employees data frame. Now, if someone asks me that what is the budget of department in which Bob works, then this cannot answer, because here budget is not present at all. Okay. Or similarly, someone can ask that if there is a department whose budget is a million, I think it is not million, but $0.1 million, then which employee should I contact, or whom should I contact to know more about that department? Now that cannot be answered by this, because this department does not have the name of the employee. Okay, so you cannot, or neither it has employee ID. So you cannot decide that for the department whose budget is this much, whom should you contact? But suppose that kind of question is asked to you, then what you will do? You will first merge the two, and you will. So first, let me create both. Okay, so this is employee data frame, upper one, and this is department data frame, lower one. Okay, and they have one common column. Employee has also department ID, and departments also has department ID. So if I want to combine these two, then obviously you have to combine with common column, so that records are not shuffled in a random manner. Okay, because it is clear that this is expense for department ID 101. So then this budget must go here only, just beside this. So we will write pd.merge first data frame name, so employees, comma, second data frame name, so departments, and on is equal to department ID, because department ID is the common column between the two. If I merge it and then show it, now I can answer that type of question, that name the department, name the budget of the department in which Bob works. Then you can immediately say that the budget is 1,50,000, or maybe I think, yeah, $1,50,000. And other way, that if I want to know more about the department whose budget is $0.1 million, then whom should I contact? Then this clearly says that one should contact Alice. Okay, so this is about that merge. So that is the basic example. I have taken that example that way, that it is a data science point of view example, and I give the questions or queries also like that, which are usually asked to data scientists. Now ideally this example should be at the top, so I am moving it at the top. Okay, just now let us take some more examples. Now here it is written that merge is used to combine two data frames either on the basis of common columns. For example, in that previous example, we combine two data frames on the basis of common column department ID, but we can also combine on the basis of index. Okay, and it does the functionality like SQL join. Now the syntax of merge is pd.merge df1, df2. Then many other parameters are there, on, then how. Okay, then right on, left index, right index. But if I just read out like this, then it will not be of any benefit, and it will unnecessarily bore you. So instead we start taking some examples. So let us take example of inner join. Inner join means I want to take this kind of case where I will create two data frames, and then after inner join I should get only those records in a third data frame which are also present in first left side and also present in the second right side. So let us create two data frame. First is this data frame. It has two columns, ID and name, and these are 4 rows in ID column, and these are 4 rows in name column. Second data frame also has ID column, and it has another column age. Again 4 records in ID and 4 records in age. But those who are seeing carefully, they have seen one important issue, that here IDs are 1, 2, 3, 4, but here IDs are 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means for this data frame df1 there is no record with ID 5, and similarly for this data frame df2 there is no record with ID 1. Okay, so let us print those two data frames. Now if I just print it, then they will appear one below another, but it is easier to understand the merge process if I show both one beside another. So I have shown this is my df1 on the left side, and some hash symbols are used just to distinguish, and this is my df2 on the right side of those hash symbols. ID here is 1, 2, 3, 4, ID here is 2, 3, 4, 5. Here the other column is name, and here other column is age. Now inner join, then inner join is done in this manner: pd.merge df1 df2 on which ID, on which column, sorry, then it is on whatever is the common column, that is ID column. And how is equal to inner. Now this how is equal to inner is as such not required, because inner join is the default join. So if you don't specify anything, then it will always find those records which are present in both the data frames. Okay, remember that, because that is important. So let us perform the inner join, and let us print that data frame. So clearly it shows that Alice is present, that is ID 1 is present only in first one, but second one it is not present. So Alice will not be seen in the resultant data frame. Okay. Similarly, ID 5 or page 30 is seen only in second, but ID 5 is not there in the first data frame. So that will also not occur in the resultant data frame, because resultant data frame should have only those IDs which are present in both. So ID 1 to 3 are present in both. Yes, and ID 2, 3, 4 are present in both, and here also ID 2, 3, 4 are present. So who will appear? Bob, Charlie, David, and their ages. So that is 24, 25, 23. Okay, so that is what is appearing, that you can see, and ID 2, 3, 4. Right now, again I am showing both side by side, because now I want to take left join. So in left join, what is the situation? This diagram. So all the records of the left side data frame or the first data frame, they will be included, and only those records from the second data frame which are matching it. Okay, so let us see in this kind of case. Here these are my two data frames. Okay, and I have shown one besides another for better clarity. Now which record will be taken if I take pd.merge df1 comma df2 again on ID column only? But how? Then now no, inner we have done. So how? Then how left? Okay, so this time we are doing left join. So then left means all records of first left side data frame must be included. All IDs in left must be included. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they will be included. Now which IDs of right will be included? Which are already present in left. So 2, 3, 4 will be included. 5 will not be included. Okay. So in that case, 1, 2, 3, 4 will be included. But there is one issue. For ID 1, when name is present Alice, but age for ID 1 is not present. So I say that ID 1, 2, 3, 4 will be included. But what will come as the age of ID 1? Because there is no ID 1 in this right side data frame. So if nothing is there, then the pandas say that it is not available, and not available means it will display it as none. So that is what is seen here. Okay. So this is about left join. Now right join. Again, I do an image. I have pasted an image of both data frame df1 and df2. But right data frame, right join is this kind of join. It is reverse of left join. All the records, all the IDs of this right side or second data frame will be included, and only those IDs of first data frame which are also present in second data frame here in the intersection of two data frame, they will be included. So if I see here, then again df1, df2 are right like this. I have displayed all the IDs of right must be included. So 2, 3, 4, 5 and those ages 24, 25, 23 and 30, they must be included. But corresponding only those IDs which are also present from these, only those IDs which are also present in the df2 or right side data frame. Okay, because now I am doing right join. So which are also present in right side data frame, 1 is not present, so it will not be included. 2 is present, 3 is present, 4 is present. So they will be included. But again there is an issue. I am saying all the IDs of the df2 must be included. But problem is that in df2 there is this ID 5 and its age is 30. But for that ID, what is the name? Then ID 5 is not present here. So when these two are merged, the pandas will try to search for the name for the ID 5, but it cannot find. If it cannot find that, it will write the ID 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 it will include. But for ID 5, it will write name is equal to none. So let us execute, and you can see that 2, 3, 4, 5, all the IDs of the right side data frame are included, but name cannot be found for ID 5. So it is written name none, and age is 30. This is right join. So that means all the records of this and only those records of this whose IDs are also included in this. Okay, so that is one other join. Now full join. Full join is this kind of join. Okay, it is also called often full outer join. So full outer join means all the records of first also and all the records of second also. And if something pandas cannot find, then it will put none. So for full join, I am again pasting that figure. So this is my df1. It has ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will have df2. It has ID 2, 3, 4, 5. This has name column and this has age column. Now I am taking merge of df1 and df2 on which column? On ID column, because that is the common column in both. And how? And how I am now writing outer. So all IDs will be included of both. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 all will be included. But when pandas tries to include one, name it can find, but age it cannot find, because there is no age for ID 1 here. And similarly, when it tries to include 5, age it can find, but name it cannot find. So because there is no name for ID 5 here. So whatever it cannot find, that will be put as none. And you can see that that is the situation. For Alice, it cannot find the age, so none. And for for ID 5, it cannot find the name, so none. Okay. So this is about 4 types of join. That is, this is inner join default that I forgot to show, but again I can show that. Okay, this was the output of by explicitly writing inner. Okay, 2, 3, 4, Bob, Charlie, David, 24, 25. But if you don't write inner, then also inner is the default option. So then also I will get that if you merge df1, df2 and on ID, then it will by default always take only those IDs which are present in both. So this will not be taken because it is not present in both, and 5 will also not be taken. So 2, 3, and 4 will be taken because those IDs are present in both. Let us check, and yes, so that is inner is default. Okay, let me make it like that. So inner join, left join. Okay, only those IDs which are present in left. Sorry, all IDs which are present in left, and only those IDs of R which are also present in left. Here all IDs which are present in right side, that is this right side. Okay, and all IDs which are also all IDs of left which are also present in the right side data frame. Okay, and here outer means all IDs of left data frame also and all IDs of right data frame also. And while trying to find those all IDs, if some mismatch occurs, then it will try to fill that, not try to, but it Panda will fill that with this none. Now here with merge, we want to take some special example, because so far the case was very easy. It was always on one column, on ID, on ID, on ID, and on ID, and that column was common column between the two data frames which I have taken. So here left side is my this data frame and right side is my this data frame. So but both data frame have ID column. Okay, it is a different thing that this has only 1, 2, 3, 4 and this has 2, 3, 4, 5. So some names are introduced, but both at least have ID column, and we are doing on ID, that common column. Even that employee and budget also, this was my first data frame, employee ID, okay, name and department ID, and here this was department ID and budget. So but at least they also had some common column, department ID, and here also this department ID, on which I can do the merge. So df1, df2, and on is equal to that department ID common column, and nothing is specified means it is inner. How is equal to inner. Okay, so that will give me the records, and here luckily even that ID columns IDs are also same, 1012, 103, and here 10110. No, ID columns are not same, right? They are different. Here 101, 102, 101, 103, and here 101, 2, 3, and 4. So then merge data frame will have also, it will not have all that you can see. It will not have, because inner means those IDs which are present in both. So 102 is not present in this, and similarly 101 is present in this, yes, 2 is present in this, yes, 3 is present, yes, 104 is not present in this. So therefore 104 will not come in the result. So there is no 104 rest, and 103 will also not come. No, 103 is present in both, right? So then that will come. Okay, so 101, 102, and 103, only 104 is not present here. But there was one common column in all the examples which we did so far. There was one common column. The real interesting case is like this. If there is no common column, say this is one data frame whose columns are employee ID and name, and this is another data frame whose columns are worker ID and age, and you are asked merge these two data frames, then can you do that? So at that time, it is a little bit tricky to do that, and we want to do next lecture from there. Thank you.